Hotel 10 Delta X-ray. Oscar Hotel number 10 Delta X-ray 5555 QSL.
Oscar Hotel 10 Delta X-ray. Oscar Hotel 10 Delta X-ray. Roger, Roger. This is Juliet Hotel 1 Hotel Delta Tango. Good afternoon. Thank you for the 55 report. Your serial is 5757 557. Tango Alpha Delta. Tango Alpha Delta. Tokyo, America, Denmark. That is the handle. About 3 Oscar Hotel 10 DS. Juliet Hotel 1 Hotel Delta Tango.
Victor Echo Sugar Alpha Vesa. And your signal is sometimes 57, sometimes 53. So QSP. 73 and good DXing. Back to you. Thank you.
Roger, Roger. Hold on, Vesa. Thank you for the last signal report and good QSO. I hope to see you again soon. 73 and take care. Oscar Hotel 10 DX. This is Juliet Hotel 1 Hotel Delta Tango. Bye bye.
Thank you and bye bye.
Oscar November 7 Oscar Foxtrot.
Oscar November 7 Oscar Foxtrot. This is Juliet Hotel 1 Hotel Delta Tango. Good afternoon. Thank you for your call. Nice to hear you. You're 5 and 7. 5 and 7. 57 into near Tokyo. My name is Dan. Tango Alpha Delta. Tango Alpha Delta. Tokyo, America, Denmark. 31. Back to you. Oscar Norway 7 Oscar Foxtrot. This is Juliet Hotel 1 Hotel Delta Tango.
Okay, konnichiwa. Juliet Hotel Ichi Hotel Delta Tango. Oscar November 7 Oscar Foxtrot returning. Domo arigato Datashi-san. My name is Kurt, Kilo Uniform Romeo Tango. My name is Kurt, Kilo Uniform Romeo Tango. You're 5 and 8. 58 into Brussels. It's raining here. Right now we have some rain and some thunder. So sometimes a little bit of static. I am also live streaming, so you can check on internet later. I have you now recording on YouTube. Nice to meet you, Tadashi-san. Very good signal from you. Very happy to hear Tokyo. I have been a few times to Tokyo in Shinagawaku, and I have been there for visiting my friend about 20 years ago, Mr. Tadashi-san. Okay, Tadashi-san, very nice to hear you, my friend, and very, very happy to hear you because not so many stations and propagation is not always open into Japan. Juliet Hotel 1, Hotel Delta Tango. This is Oscar November number 7, Oscar Foxtrot, over.
Roger. Very fine, old man Kurt. Thank you for the nice report. Weather today it has raining during morning time. But this time evening here, no rain. And the temperature is about 27 degrees Celsius this evening. And we have a typhoon a little bit far from here, but typhoon made here raining during morning time. Very high. Okay, Kurt. You have been to Shinagawaku. Okay. Shinagawaku is a good place in Tokyo. Near Tokyo QP. Hi. Thank you for returning your soul, and Kurt. I hope to see you again soon. 73 and take care. Oscar Norway 7, Oscar Foxtrot. This is Juliet Hotel 1, Hotel Delta Tango. Bye-bye.
Okay, domo arigato, Tadashi-san. Thank you very, very much for the short contact. I really appreciate. I hope to make more QSOs with you on this band or other bands. Always great to hear Japan and dream away about my trip to Japan. 73s to you and your family. Domo arigato, and I would wish you a very, very good evening down your way. Hopefully talk to you soon again. God bless you, my friend, and stay safe from the virus. Juliet Hotel 1, Hotel Delta Tango. This is Oscar November 7, Oscar Foxtrot, 73s. Bye-bye. 73s, bye-bye.
Roger, very fine, Norman Kurt. You will come Japan. Hi. Take care. I am 7 OFF. 381 Hotel Delta Tango. Bye-bye.
73s, bye-bye.
73s, bye-bye.
Juliet Hotel 1, Hotel Delta Tango. How do you copy? Scandinavian, Ocean Henry 1 Uniform Henry. Oscar Hotel 1 Uniform Henry. Over.
Oscar Hotel 1 Uniform Hotel. This is Juliet Hotel 1 Hotel Delta Tango. Good afternoon. Thank you for your call. Nice to hear you. You're 5 and 7.
Hola. Riab Muang Thai, CQ Prate Thai, CQ Hotel Sierra Nung Pet, India Alpha Romeo Uniform, Ni Satani, Oscar November Jet, Oscar Foxtrot, Riab Jack Prate Belgium Muang Lung Brussels Riab, Satani ON Jet OFF, Oscar November Jet, Oscar Foxtrot, Riab Hotel Sugar Sipet, India Alpha Romeo Uniform, Ni Satani, Oscar November Jet, Oscar Foxtrot ยุคที่ความถี่หรือเปล่าขอบคุณมากครับ เรียบเมืองไทยลองดูอีกมันมีสัญญาณจากเมืองไทยเข้าหรือเปล่า Hola CQ ประเทศไทยนี่สถานี Oscar November Jet Oscar Foxtrot สถานีประเทศเบลเยียมเรียบ Oscar November Jet Oscar Foxtrot เรียบ Hotel Sierra 18 India Alpha Romeo Uniform Oscar November Jet Oscar Foxtrot เรียบประเทศไทย over
CQ.
Uniform 4, Whiskey Echo, KU4.
Kilo Uniform 4 question mark, Oscar November 7, Oscar Fox Fox, you copy?
Fox, you copy?
QRZ, please. This is KU4WE.
Kilo Uniform 4W. This is Oscar November 7, Oscar Foxtrot Foxtrot. Good afternoon there, William in North Carolina. This is ON7 OFF here in Brussels. Oscar November 7, Oscar Foxtrot Foxtrot, over.
Foxtrot, over.
Okay, QSL, and please correct the call sign is Kilo Uniform 4 Whiskey Echo, Washington, England on the suffix. I mess up that second letter a lot of times. The name here is Don, Delta Oscar November Don. We're located in Virginia, Victor Alpha, near the city of Lexington. Lexington is in the very west central part of the state of Virginia, and I believe it's Kurt. Looks like we had a contact back about a year ago, September of 20 on 20 meters. So good to hear you're on 17. A good Q5 signal. I'll give you a report on the next over. ON7 Oscar Fox Fox. This is Kilo Uniform 4 Whiskey Echo.
Yeah, QSL, Kilo Whiskey 4, Sarah, Kilo Uniform 4 Whiskey Echo, there you are. I need to be careful when I talk. Nice to meet you there, Don, and nice to see you again for the second time. Yeah, last time it was on, I was just checking here, it was also in last year, so about a year ago on 20 meters. And yeah, there you are. We're, this time we meet each other and cross aerials on 17. Yeah, I was listening to Hotel Sugar to Thailand, but I couldn't get anything from there, so unfortunately no signal from Thailand. Anyway, nice to meet you. The QTH here is Brussels, still the same. In the meantime, I have upgraded my working conditions. I currently am using a 2-element cubical quad, and yeah, the current working conditions has been upgraded ever since, so there you are. The QTH here is just about 20 or 15 miles, 20 kilometers south of Brussels. Fine business. You're also very strong here on 17. I was listening 20, and not much going on 20 over here, but it seems 17 is open, so that's kind of weird. In general, you would expect 17 being open after 20 opens up, but there you are. Back to you there, Don. I hope everything is okay. It's actually raining here. I'm just looking outside as we speak and looking on what's going on outside. I see some rain falling, so I'm also live streaming, so I'm currently doing some live stream on the internet. You can always tune into the live stream if you type in my call sign on QRZ.com and click on the first picture. Back to you there, Don. Kilo Uniform 4 Whiskey Echo from Oscar November 7, Oscar Fox Fox, over.
Fox, over.
Okay, very good, Kurt. Good on the streaming and good on the rain. We finally got some rain here yesterday evening. It's about 1.5 inches or so, which we drastically, really needed. And that's going to soak right in today, and it looks like very slim chance of any additional rain today, and then we're back to hot and sunny conditions. We've been getting up into the, as I think you folks have been getting pretty warm over there as well. And I was working UK stations, and they were well into the 30s and really suffering because they just aren't used to that and prepared for that kind of heat. We get it routinely over here, but usually we get some rain during the summer that keeps the gardens growing and so forth. But this year has just been a really bad drought for us here. And good on the 2-element quad. I'm sure that's helping you a lot with, especially with these poor conditions, which look like they're gradually getting better. Working conditions here occurred same as last year. I'm running the Anan 7000 software-defined radio, running about 500 watts into a, let's see, no, it is changed. The antenna here changed as well. I'm using a hex beam now, Kurt. I took the stepper down. It's about 10 to 12 years old, and I was having to repair it more frequently, and I've got a bad back. And unfortunately, many years ago, I didn't put a tilt-over feature in that tower. And so I thought, I'm not going to deal with this stepper anymore. And I've also got a very long run of control cables going up to it, so there was always some issue with connectors and terminal barrier strips that wires were working their way loose in. So I just decided to go much more simply and put up the hex beam, which I've been very pleased with, surprised at the performance of this thing. So it was a change there. That was about, in fact, I think you may have been one of the last QSOs I had with that stepper, because it was, I think, the end of September, the very 1st of October that I took it down. So that was about the last go for me. I sold it to a fellow not too far from me, and I hope he's enjoying as much as I did. And so what you mentioned, other changes, maybe other changes there to the station. What are you using for the transceiver? And I presume you're running some power there, Kurt, as well. ON70FF KU4WE.
Yeah, QSL KU4WE. This is ON70FF, like an on-off switch. Yeah, QSL, absolutely fantastic copy on you. And the hex beam is doing a wonderful job for you. Absolutely fantastic. I'm currently using my Kenwood TS480, so the transceiver has not changed, but I'm splitting my receive and transmit, so my receiver is the SDR Play. And that's what you can see on the live stream if you tune into it. I'm using it together with the SDR console, which is a free software by Simon Golf for, I think it's Echo Lima India, I think it was. I'm not sure his call sign, but yeah, he makes and writes this application here. The power is the OM power, so I had a Henry amplifier last time we spoke. The D2 Delta, what is it, K Kilo 2, Kilo Delta 2, or 2 Kilo Delta, that's it. But I'm now using the OM Power 2000 Plus, so it's more or less the same power output. Yeah, I wanted to upgrade the amplifier, because some stage I will probably have to carry this one together with me to a remote location, HI. And I'm running now instead of the dipole I was using last time, I'm now using a 2-element cubical quad, which is at an altitude of about 40 feet. And it's a 5-bander, so it has all the different bands from 20 up to 10 with all the WARC bands. So we've got them all, so that makes it comfortable. So and I'm running around about 600-700 watts now. I can go up a little bit in power if you want to make it more comfortable for you. So there you are. I just increased the power, like maybe doubled it. So there you are. Okay, there you are. Fantastic to hear you, Don. Yeah, the summer here has been awful. We had a lot of rain. There has no big consistent period with sunshine and summer. So we have barely had anything from this particular summer this time. I remember the past maybe 4 or 5 or even 6 years has been pretty dry and hot. But this year it looks more like a Belgian summer. We got some kind of a Mediterranean, I would say, some kind of a climate where it rains a lot normally. But the past 4 or 5 years has been pretty dry, so it was pretty exceptional. But this year it's exceptionally wet, and we get no extended periods with dry weather. It has been so bad that certain regions in the southern part of my country have been suffering from severe floodings. I'm not sure, maybe it went on the TV on your end you might have seen it. It was down in the triangle corner of Belgium, Germany, and Holland. That's where it really hit very hard. Okay, back to you there, Don. Kilo Uniform 4 Whiskey Echo. This is Oscar November 7 Oscar Fox over.
Fox over.
Okay, Kurt, very good. ON7 on OFF KU4WE. Well, I should have asked you, since I knew Belgium was hit with that, actually a little bit later floods, from what I remember listening to on the BBC News here. Did you have damage there for, any of the chicken fish or any of the, I don't know what you're raising there as far as plants for the perfuming, but did you have any damage to any of your properties there? Kurt, go ahead.
No, we didn't sustain any damage at all, but the only thing is because of the excessive rain, some of the crops they failed. We have our own little garden, and we grow potatoes and tomatoes and all kinds of stuff. And some of the crops they just failed because of the excessive rain that we had. Like all the tomato plants just completely died off like within 48 hours because it was like pouring down rain, like a whole 72 hours, and it just didn't stop. And there is some disease that got the tomato plants, so very disappointed in the tomatoes this year. And potato plants, we have some problems with the Colorado beetles, so they're really making a lot of damage, but that's a traditional issue that we have every year. And there's a lot of other things that didn't just succeed in the garden. So, for the farmers, I think most of the farmers are okay. I think the drought that we had last year was even worse because a lot of crops like corn, they partially failed because of the very dry season that we had last year. But this year it's the opposite. We get a lot of rain, and we got these flash floods, which we're not used to here in Belgium. It is very uncommon to have flash floods like we have seen here over the past few weeks, where complete regions have been flooded, and they sustained a lot of damage. So that's the story here. I don't know what to expect. I don't know what to think about it, but it looks kind of dramatic if you look at the pictures and the videos that are going around on the internet like wildfire. People, they were really shocked, dramatically shocked because of how fast it went. There is another guy in Dinan, which is about 25-30 miles south of my region, and there is a guy, he made a video where you can see the start of the floodings, and within a matter of like maybe 2 minutes, the street where it became a flash flood river. So it was unbelievable, where all the cars, they just went with the water down the hill. So there you are. So very weird WX conditions. I hear there are other extremes going on the planet. So anyway, we have had extremes, but this was really extreme. Back to you there, Don. Kilo Uniform 4 Whiskey Echo Oscar November 7 Oscar Fox over.
Fox over.
Okay, Kurt, very good. Yeah, I saw the clips 4 times on BBC and then on PBS News here of that German city. I don't recall the name of it, but it just the dirt there looked like it was fluid, and probably didn't have much structural roots or rock or whatever in there to hold it back. It just was turned fluid, and I saw that one. It was a downtown street, I guess it was, and not only had it washed the cars away, but it washed the road away, and he eroded all the dirt around. It looked like a storm drain that was exposed and sitting on high and dry, or not high and dry, it's sitting high on that muddy ground. So Yeah, we have the flash floods over here, but here in the mountains, in the east anyways, at least this area, very low population density, so we get them here. There have been towns, such as a town very close to me, that I think it was, before we moved here, it was, I think it was 87, they had the remnants of a hurricane come through here with flash floods, and it washed the whole town out. And they wound up then, channeling the river that runs through town, which is the reason the town was there to start with, and then put up the levees on the town side, and then put floodgates up where the on the roads, so that they get warning of flash floods again. Those gates go up, and nobody gets in, nobody gets out. So, we've had them over here as well. It's just that, a lot less population to be affected here. But weather is it's changing dramatically. I hope this is a wake-up, serves as a wake-up call. We've had an awful lot of people here just saying, global warming doesn't exist, and, we don't have to worry about it. It's just cyclic. Well, I think a few of them may be waking up, just like COVID here. So many people thought that was a hoax, and of course that was driven by politics, still is, unfortunately. But the ones who have not taken the vaccine are the ones who are dying, who are going to hospitals and very sick, and a lot of them are dying. So hopefully it's going to be a wake-up call for those folks as well. We're back into a possible third wave here. They're saying October probably will be the peak of it here, because even though they're taking vaccines now more than they did before it, you still got it raging in the middle of the country. Oh, and 17 meters. I almost daily chat with a friend in Cardiff, Wales, in South Wales, and I'd say more than half the time, if we're on 20 meters, and he's having a problem with signal to noise ratio, we can go to 17, and that starts about 12, 15. So we can go to 17, and we may not have quite as strong as signals, but we have better signal to noise ratios. And I've got a very long downslope in your direction, Kurt, so that's the reason I get a great signal off in this direction with not a big station at all. And the absorption this time of the year may be a little bit less on 17 than it is on 20, so that may help 17 just a bit. Okay, I'm sorry to hear about your garden. My wife's garden here, tomatoes, green beans, we're losing them for the same reason you did last year. Extreme drought. We just, until this rain yesterday evening, we haven't had any rain at all for I guess a couple of months. And things are in trouble here, but because of the heat and the drought, and it looks like we're going to be back to heat and dry again tomorrow. So at least we got a little sip of water. That maybe will help us. Okay, Kurt, back to you. And we are safe here. Thanks for asking that to respond. We've had both of our vaccines early on. I'm sort of looking forward to a booster here now with everything that's going on. So I hope you and your wife and family there are safe as well. ON701 FKU4WE.
Yeah, QSL, Kilo Uniform 4 WE. Yeah, QSL 100%. Yeah, the problem is my wife, she's from Thailand, and borders have been closed for about a year and a half now. And she has to be able to freely travel between Europe and Thailand in a very quick way, because her dad is not in a very good shape either. He is suffering from severe respiratory issues, and because of the COVID situation, she is not really willing to come over here, and being locked down here because of the COVID situation. Or if she wants to go back, the law says in Thailand that they have to, or everybody who is coming in have to stay in a quarantine for about 2 weeks. So that's keeping her there, and also that's keeping me here. So it's not working. It's not working out for us to be together anyway at the moment. But we stick with each other. So it's gonna be okay in the long term. But right now, I'm enjoying my freedom, and she's enjoying the freedom over there. And one day we'll meet up again, but right now there is no clue on when it was going to happen, because the infection rate in Hotel Sierra in Thailand is going up like every day with a couple of thousands of people, and I think right now they're the worst hit area in the Southeast Asian region. So we have to sit it through. She actually, or her dad and herself, the mom passed away a couple of years ago. They have a very big farm, and she needs to keep an eye on the farm as well. So she has some responsibilities over there, and I got some responsibilities because of my job over here. Well, anyway, I think the whole point, and this is something that I never hear in mainstream media, the whole point is that we're just overpopulated. There's too many of us on the planet walking around, and it seems to be a very delicate subject to talk about. So apparently, because religious people, they don't think that way, and politicians, they only want to have growth in an endless growth, which is impossible to sustain, and that is mainly the problem. So whatever we do to save on our footprint, our carbon footprint, if we're going to save it just to have more babies on the planet, it doesn't make any sense to me. There's also something like we want to have a little bit of a comfort, so we come from far away, but we need some comfort, but that comfort comes with a price that we have to pay in footprint and carbon dioxide usage and all that kind of stuff. So if we have to give up all the freedoms and all the issues of not being able to travel anymore, life becomes boring. But the point is, if you need to save it to have more babies on the planet, it doesn't make any sense to me. So that's my opinion. So anyway, we just have to think in a logical way. And for that reason, I did the ultimate sacrifice there, Todd, to be honest with you. Don, sorry. I have no children. So I decided, maybe like 15 years ago, 20 years ago, not to have any children, because I know this was coming. I knew this was coming, and I know what is still coming towards us. So it's not going to be very, very bright. But yeah, I don't want to be negative. But the thing is, sometimes you have to put the dots on the I and explain what's going on. So that's the whole point. So people they tend to actually say that everything is okay, but it's not, So, and there is much worse probably ahead of us. The point is, Don, whatever happens that will decrease the speed of population growth or will decrease the population in its whole, it is considered to be inhumane. So it will have consequences that are inhumane. Whether it's going to be a disease, whether it's going to be a pandemic like we're having right now, whether it's going to be climate change, whether it's, you just name it, it will always be considered as inhumane, and that's the whole point. That's why I don't want to have children. It's just something that I've been thinking about since I was like 20 years old. I'm 49 now, so there you are, Don. So yeah, that's my opinion. It's a lot of philosophy, it's a lot of thinking, but some reality hits us right now, right in our face, and if nature is gonna call us and give us an equilibrium again, going to make things more equal, I think we can start to vaccinate as much as we want for pandemic viruses, but the nature will always win. There's always going to be, it's a football match. I think the match will be won by nature for sure. Nature is not very humane. It's pretty inhumane, but there you are. Anyway, Don, it's a whole discussion point. So it's pretty hard to talk about it with some people because it's politically biased as well sometimes. So there's political things going on behind the scenes as well. They're using it in their advantage, and yeah, it's not good. So instead of thinking about ourselves, human race, and okay, let's just consider stop having babies. But the whole thing is the entire economy is built on a perpetual growth there, Don. Kilo Uniform 4 Whiskey Echo. This is ON7 OFF over.
OFF over. Okay, very good, Kurt. Yeah. I brought up your the stream there, just the displays, and needed to be sure I had that speaker muted before I went to transmitting. Those thoughts occurred to me many years ago as well, and there was at one time when when people were realizing that pollution was and was going to be an even more severe issue, that the population growth was considered as one of the driving factors, and then it sort of went away. And you're right, I know, especially in this country and in this region, it's hard to you can't make any way logically with a lot of folks here. But yeah, at some point, you got to say this is enough. Can't sustain any more than this, and you do need to start thinking different. I've never understood. I was always did engineering work, so I was always on the technical side of things, not on the business side of things. But growth for growth's sake never really made any sense to me either. I think at some point we do need to start thinking about a whole nother way of measuring economy, and start looking into that. So I agree with you 100%. Okay, Kurt, it's just after 9 o'clock here in the morning. I got to take care of a couple of chores. So thanks for a great chat. And I just want to ask you a question about your ex-YO there. Was she able to get her vaccines before she wound up in Thailand, or was she able to? I know they were very successful in getting vaccines early on. Was she able to get her vaccines? ON7 OFF KU4WA.
Yeah, no, negative. No, she's not very keen on the vaccine either. No, she didn't get any vaccine so far. The vaccine program in Thailand is really lagging behind a lot. They actually have they only currently supply the Chinese vaccine, which seems to be not very, how could I say, very safe. And there have been a lot of reports of people getting blood clunters and all that kind of stuff because of the vaccine from China. So people are pretty afraid of taking the vaccine. And I can imagine that certain regions in Asia, they are really very reluctant to take it because of prior issues that have happened with vaccination programs. If you happen to have a little bit of a time, have a look on the vaccine called Dengvaxe, which is Delta Echo November Golf Vaxia, Victor Alpha X-ray India Alpha. So it's from dengue fever, Vaxia without the UE at the end of dengue. And some of the areas that have had this vaccine program this is in the Philippines. They actually are they had some issues. They injected the children with the Dengvaxia, and they actually found out later that the children who have never had dengue fever before and who got the vaccine, they were much worse off than those who who had not the vaccine. And it seemed to be that within the entire vaccine program, they found out that the dengue vaccination program was only successful for people who ever had the dengue fever before. But those who have never had the dengue fever, they were much worse off with the vaccine. So, and that makes people very reluctant to, or very few people are willing to take the vaccine. So, I don't know what to expect. I personally think, Don, which I find a little bit strange and weird in the entire past few years, what happened is that I have never heard in mainstream media where they have been talking about, you know, how you can improve your how you can improve your own immune system, like taking vitamin D during the winter time when there is very few sunshine, or zinc, or honey, or all this kind of stuff. And you know, these are products that are freely or almost freely available over the counter, so they're very cheap, very inexpensive. So I think, you know, and we have to take everything a little bit with a grain of salt. There's a whole industry that is right now popping up because of the current situation. And this industry, they want to keep their industry going. So you know, it's how humanity actually destroys himself. So that's a sad thing, but anyway, it's another point of discussion, Don. I'll let you sip your coffee, Don. Nice talking to you. Really great to hear you on this band here. I don't operate 17 meters often. Most of the time I'm on 20, but I'll come down here a little more often because it's a little bit more comfortable to talk on. Kilo Uniform 4 Whiskey Echo, the world famous from Virginia, Mr. Don. This is Oscar November 7, Oscar Foxtrot, waving a hand. I'll wave the hand on the camera. You take care, and I hope to talk to you soon again, my friend. Over.
Okay, Kurt, we got a little bit of interference here of all places on 17. There's plenty of open space. But anyways, all copied. And my wife is very keen on keeping the immunity system going. Yeah, we do take vitamin D3 here and a number of other vitamins, especially during the winter. So we do try and keep our immunities up. She's good at that. And the food that she grows and what we eat as well. Okay, Kurt, take care. Good to have a nice chat with you, and I'll certainly look forward to chatting with you again. Best to all you and your family. I hope you're able to get together with your ex-YL there soon. Although this looks like a long-term thing, so I'm hoping you can. Too bad she's got that farm responsibility over there, so it stretches you awfully thin. Okay, Kurt, have a good afternoon, good evening there, and thanks very much for the chat. Look for you soon again. And your quad is doing a super job. You've been 5'9" almost the entire QSO. So yeah, it's working very well for you on 17, Kurt. Look for you later. Have a good afternoon. Take care.
Have
4W now going QRT. See you.
Okay, have a good afternoon. Thank you very much, Don. I really appreciate the QSO. Always a pleasure to hear you. And I have you down the log, so hopefully we can cross aerials again very soon, mate. So I'm pretty sure we'll do so. 73's Kilo Uniform 4 Whiskey Echo from Oscar November 7, Oscar Fox here in Brussels. God bless you, stay safe, and stay away from that bloody virus, HI. Say hello to the wife there. I think you have a good lady that is taking care of you and boost the immune system. 73's, and bye-bye to Barbara as well, to Kilo India 4 Alpha Victor Zulu. Kilo Uniform 4 Whiskey Echo, this is ON7 OFF. Bye-bye, 73. Bye, 73.
Okay, thanks a lot, Kurt, and God bless my family of yours as well, and stay safe there. Look for you later. ON7 OFF, and keep the frequency, please, Kurt. You got a tremendous signal here. This is U4WE going to RT. See you later.
See you later, 73s. Bye-bye, good luck. ON7 OFF, we're standby. Any other stations? This is Oscar November 7, Oscar Florida calling.
Is good. Thank you, Bob. Thank you, free. And good day, sir. From Italy, Charlie 8, Hotel Radio Germany. Hello from Island India. Thank you, over. Roger, grazie Paul, bye-bye, grazie, ciao.
Fine, you know, but then you have to get dressed and then get cleaned up and be out the door. I'm only 5 minutes away from the store, but you have to get out. You have to get yourself out of the house, and that's the biggest thing I hate about working. Back to you.
Well, like any job around the house, you have to get out a number of tools to. I'm gonna turn my amplifier off. Hang on just a second. Yeah, you'd have to get out a bunch of tools to get the job done. And then once the job's done, it's like having to put all those tools back up. That's sort of like going out early in the morning. But if you get up and get a move on, I guess that's all part of going to work. It's going to work itself, physically. I go out here and sit on the front porch in the mornings, oftentimes with a cat. I guess he's adopted me, and it's adopted a feral cat, and I've fiddled around with him, to the point now where I can pet on him and stuff, and he's not ready to scratch or bite me.
Juliet, Yokohama 5, Hotel X-Ray, from Whiskey Tango 8, Oscar Mike Mobile. Yokohama 5, November 3, Whiskey Tango 8, Oscar Mexico Mobile.
The mobile station in Ohio, can you go to 143 over?
QSL.
The mobile station in Ohio, I'm surprised to hear mobile station from Belgium. Wow. Whiskey Tango 8, Oscar Mike. Thomas, do you copy? This is Oscar November 7, Oscar Foxtrot in Brussels. Over.
Yes, good morning, or good evening. A big signal, Oscar November 7, Ocean Fox. Tango 8, Oscar Mike Mobile. I'm in southwestern Ohio. Boy, big signal here, 5 and 8, over.
Yeah, QSL, Thomas. I couldn't resist to give you a call. I know you were calling to the Japanese station, but boy, your signal is absolutely fantastic from the mobile, so it's very unusual to have strong signals coming out of a mobile station. I'm just wondering what you're running. What's the secret there, Thomas? The name here is Kurt, Thomas. Kilo Uniform Romeo Tango, Kurt, and I'm located in Brussels, in Belgium, in Europe, of course. It's what is it? 15:15, so it's 3 p.m. over here in Belgium. But nice signal coming out of your mobile station there, Thomas. Whiskey Tango 8 Oscar Mike mobile. This is Oscar November 7 Oscar Fox Fox. Like an on-off switch, you don't have to write it down. Just memorize an on-off switch and add a little dash on the slash between on and off. You got my call sign. Go ahead, Thomas. Over. Thomas, over.
My QRZ page, Kurt. We're on Monza this morning. In the morning, my wife is a late sleeper, so I go mobile. I come over to our local park, and I have a nice parking spot on the hill under a shade tree that overlooks the lake. So every morning I come over here and I get mobile. But nothing special here. I'm running 100 watts, a Yaesu 897, and the large Tar Heel high-powered screwdriver, pretty much center of my pickup truck. Over.
Yeah, Roger, QSL, 100% copy, Thomas. Fantastic. Yeah, I'm actually also live streaming, so this is probably going to be a surprise to you. But if you happen to have internet, you can always check it out later. If you don't. But I'm actually live streaming, so you can listen for yourself how you sound here. I'll add you into my logbook, so if you go through the live stream, you will see when it pops up with your call sign. So fantastic. Yeah, I'm looking at the QRZ page. Is that some kind of a tilt-over tower, something like that? What's on top of that antenna? Because I think it's I see it's a motorized antenna fold over. Is that the one you're using right now there, Thomas? Back to you. Whiskey Tango 8 Oscar Mike from Oscar November 7 Oscar Foxtrot. Over. Over.
It's probably 8 feet long when fully extended, but it was so big that I had to come up with a new type of mount. So that's a motorized holdover that I built. It's a vertical screw that is powered by a 12-volt battery. The screw will turn clockwise or counterclockwise. And if you see, there's a little arm, a pivot arm, that runs up and down the screw in that slot. That's what folds the antenna over or vertical position. So I built that and it's built. Over.
Yeah, QSL. It's a pity you didn't make any picture when the antenna is unfolded. And when you can see the pickup truck with the antenna, because I only see just the close-up of the motorized antenna fold-over system, but I cannot see what's the entire picture. So maybe at the next occasion, add some picture on how it looks like when it's completely unfolded. So that would be great. Okay, your signal is moving up and down, so I had you strong. But now you're starting to fade out on me, so I'm not sure how long the propagation is going to hold up. But yeah, that's a great setup you have from the truck. At least you won't be bothered by the wife there of the house. Back to you there, Thomas. Whiskey Tango 8 Oscar Mike from Oscar November 7 Oscar Fox over. Over.
Over here
I'm not sure if you unkeyed because you start to fade out on me there. You start to fade out on me completely, so I'm starting to lose track of you. I can see the picture in front of the lake, so I think I think you're referring to that one. So where I can see the lake and the trees in the background. So I think that's the one that you're referring to. Okay, hey Thomas, before I completely lose you, I just want to wish you a very happy day to you. Thank you so much for coming back to the call. I really appreciate it. It's great to hear some mobile stations there, and it seems to work pretty well for you. So there you are. Hey, have an enjoyable day. Thank you very much. And yeah, you continue with that Japanese station. Maybe you can get through to him and see if you can make the trip there. But I cannot hear him from this part of the from this neck of the woods there. Thank you very much, Tom, and you take care. Whiskey Tango 8, Oscar Mike from Oscar November 7, Oscar Foxtrot Foxtrot over. Foxtrot over. Thanks a lot. Really appreciate, Thomas. You take care and enjoy the DX, and hopefully talk to you soon again from the mobile. Whiskey Tango 8, Oscar Mike. This is Oscar November 7, Oscar Fox Fox, QRT. Bye-bye. QRT, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Hello, calling CQ17. Beaming from Asia. Hello, CQ Asia. IC8 on Lulu, Radio Germany. Italy, Canada 8 on Lulu, Radio Germany. Calling CQ Asia. Over. Hello, calling CQ Asia, beaming from Japan. Italy, Charlie 8 on Lulu, Radio Germany, calling CQ Asia, over. Hello, calling CQ 17, India, Charlie 8 on Lulu, Radio Germany, calling CQ 17, over. What is your call?
In the morning, I guess. I get on there like 5.
India.
Morning is even up until 7. Yeah, lots of Australians.
Secured on the gray, secured on the gray,
gray line is.
Sorry.
FTA
Echo Bravo 6, Malik Delta Sugar Malani Thailand, calling DX, standby.
Satani Pratet Thai, Oscar November Jet, Oscar Foxtrot Foxtrot, Patet Belgium. Belgium.
110 feet.
Oscar Foxtrot Foxtrot again.
Satani Oscar November Bird Jet, Oscar Foxtrot Foxtrot, จากประเทศเบลเยียมเมืองลุงบรัสเซลสถานีออสการ์โนเวมเบอร์เบอร์เจ็ดออสการ์Foxtrot on 7 of QSL
WB2 QJ, W4 United Whiskey.
My name is John, the city of Maon is the Mike Alpha Hotel.
QSL, I don't have your call sign. Can you repeat your call sign because there's another station from USA on the side of my beam. Over. My beam. Over.
I hear him now. He's complaining that way you are at the end.
The station of the
anyhow, maybe we'll wrap it up here and
โอเคแป๊บเดียวนะครับแป๊บเดียวเพราะว่าคนอเมริกันกำลังจะหยุดคุยกันอยู่ตัวนี้มันมีอีกสถานีหนึ่งที่อยู่ที่ความที่ผมไม่ได้ยินเลยมันมีคนจากอเมริกาแต่ว่านี่จะเป็นสถานีออสการ์โนเวมเบอร์7ออสการ์ฟ็อกสตรอตผมชื่อเคิร์ตครับกิโลยูนิฟอร์มโรมิโอทังโกกิโลยูนิฟอร์มโรมิโอทังโกชื่อเคิร์ตครับเป็นคนเบลเยียมนะครับแต่พูดภาษาไทยได้echo question mark hawk question mark เพราะว่ามันมี QRM นะครับคนต้องกลับมาอีกครั้งหนึ่งกับชื่อของคุณกับ QRZ นะครับนี่ออสการ์โนเวมเบอร์7ออสการ์ Foxtrot QSL
release and everything. Now, do you have a special indicator? What kind of indicator do you have? Is it a meter or is it a digital indicator that you have, Mark? Over.
I have the stock analog meter, and you can get the green heron for it, but the green herons come.
สถานีประเทศไทยเป็นไปได้ไหม QSY ความที่28 128นะครับ128 18 QSY ได้ไหมครับ QSL
You could always make that change. I really enjoy my green heron. It works very, very well with my 2800. And I'm very happy with it, and it just continues to do a great job, and I have no complaints at all. I don't know. You just seem to be plagued with rotator problems, Mark. That's a shame. It's annoying to have to put up with something like that. Hopefully, one way or another, you get straightened out. Well, good on your 40-meter activity, and with the kind of problems we've been having, it doesn't surprise me at all about having worked. I was talking to my son Marshall here this morning, and he said he had worked the J8. I think it was a J88 down in St. Vincent, which was tooling for FT8, and he had worked the JW0, and he generally he works about anything that comes up on the bands, and so he's been enjoying some of the good propagation.
United Tango 7, Delta Papa. United Tango 7, Delta Papa.
Okay, good afternoon, 59++. My name is Gena, Hotel Echo November Alpha, West Ukraine, Transcarpathia. Okay?
Roger, and I don't know about that.
Okay,
I copy you very good.
Good afternoon. Height and speed. До свидания, 73.
До свидания, 73, over. The frequency is in use, my friend. Hello, calling CQ17, India, Charlie 8.
Roger. CQ9AT, W4AMP, 59. Most of the time, Mark. Anyhow, and yeah, you enjoy your day. And right now it's overcast, and I keep thinking, well, maybe this means that we'll get a shower or two. I hope so. We got a couple
a couple things to get to today, places to go, so I'm going to be on the move a little bit. Well, take care of yourself. Enjoy the band, and we'll see you later. Thanks for calling in. Always great to say hello to you, Mark. And you can tell me about that indicator. If it's indicating properly, then I wouldn't worry too much about it. Okay, see you, Mark. Good morning, WB2QJ, W4UW73.
Yeah, it indicates properly eventually when it settles down, but it's the jumping that gets to me. See you later, WB2QJ.
Well, that has to be related to the resistance coil. You know, there's a big resistor in there that involves the contactor on it. You know, you ever looked inside of one of those tail twisters?
Inside the rotor or the control box?
No, the rotator itself.
No. I've seen the insides of a ham with the ball bearings and all that stuff.
This is the monobonder beam. Oh my God, how many meters long the boom? That was great, congratulations, beautiful. Your radio modulation is absolutely nice, broadcasting modulation. I work with all the Yaesu FT920. I'm hunting the Yaesu radio. A little bit tough is sleeping the FT1000 MP. Driving the amplifier with the 920. long time, switch out the 1000 MP. Okay, I'm driving to the amplifier 30 watt and kilowatt output, and the antenna is 3-element beam. Not a big antenna. I'm making the Delta Kilo 7 Zulu Bravo 3-element monobonder beam. And the tower is Hungarian military crank-up tower. Feed point from the ground, the antenna is about 15-meter high. This is my working condition here. Back to you, George. Papa Alpha 8, Golf Bravo H8, Papa Hotel, over. It's great, absolutely okay. Let's look USB, and don't worry, you'll understand. Okay, Roger, congratulations, beautiful. Okay, George, thank you very much for calling me. 73, enjoy the band, and I hope to be talking to you also. I'm hunting the DXEC on a lower frequency, an 80 and 40 meter. I hope to work with you on the winter time on the lower frequency. 73, PA8, Golf Bravo, Henry Alpha 8, Papa Henry. Bye-bye. Yeah, Roger. Okay, 7.170, Roger on the weekend. 73, all the best, and...
QRZ.
meter high, the tower?
15 meters.
Oh, okay, roger, same. Also, here's the crank up tower, 50 meter high, the boom.